Welcome back, gamers, to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers. If you happen to be new to the channel, we put out daily content on everything video game related, so hit that subscribe button, that way you never miss out on another video. Plus, comment down below with what you love most about Doki Doki Literature Club. Also, if you're a fan of this channel, you'll want to stick around until the end because I will be answering some of your comments from previous videos. Now today we'll be talking about the game Doki Doki Literature Club, as I mentioned. At first glance, a lot of people think this game is very innocent, but in reality it's one of the most messed up horror games you'll play this year. With that, let's jump into today's solo story of the Doki Doki Literature Club Creepypasta titled Ominous Force. The following creepypasta is based on a story written by a user named Grimoire Noir on the DDLC subreddit. They begin by saying that they know this game is meant to be a happy dating sim for weebs, but after what they experienced, they just can't look at it in the same way ever again. They go on to explain that Doki Doki was not okie dokie. For them, the game was a nightmare that led to terror and depression. They picked up a copy of the game at their neighbor's garage sale. The case was blank and just had the words Doki Doki Literature Club written on the front cover in permanent marker. The old man that lived next door said he had no idea what it was or what it was worth, so just to take it for free. Then something very strange happened. After saying thank you to the old man, he oddly said goodbye, Monica. He assumed the man in his old age was just confused, so shook it off and ran home to start playing right away. When he loaded in the game, an odd warning message appeared on the screen that read, "This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed." He couldn't even start a new game without first agreeing to these terms, so he tapped OK. When he finally started playing, he encountered a character in the game by the name of Monica. He wondered if perhaps the elderly man had tried playing the game, hence where he got the name Monica stuck in his head. Normally people don't really notice Monica, she's more so there as a tutorial character, someone that helps you with writing poems and how to save your game. You know, that kind of stuff. Or so he thought. He was on the Sayori route, and after checking Reddit with posts about Sayori, he knew how happy she looked in the fan art. This was supposed to be more of the lighter and cheerful route, so he began writing his poems for Sayori. He was having a great time traversing the route like most people had said they did online. Except in this game, something suddenly went wrong. When he encountered Sayori, she was very sad. At first he believed he had made a mistake with the poem minigame, but Monica said that everything was fine. Monica explained that Sayori was only upset because she was in love with him. He assumed that if the tutorial character said everything was fine, then everything must be fine. Her whole purpose was to help you to date other girls, so if there was anything the protagonist was doing wrong, then she would have said something. The game continued like this, with Sayori even saying that she had depression. In a brief moment of reflection, he thought he finally understood. This was a story where his character would make Sayori feel better through the power of love. In the next scene, he caught a glimpse of the poem that Sayori had written and couldn't even believe what it said. It was extremely disturbing and so unsettling that made him realize he must have made a mistake along the way. The protagonist then goes to find Sayori, but when he enters her home, he's baffled to find her lifeless body hanging from a noose. The music suddenly changed to a very creepy tone, and the screen began to glitch. He desperately tried to go back to a previous save, but all of the files said they had been corrupted. After resetting and going back to the startup screen, Sayori was no longer there. Standing in her place was some kind of nightmarish Frankenstein monster made up of parts from other girls. Having some knowledge of computers, he opened up the traceback text file to see what the issue was. Inside of the file was someone trying to communicate with it. In the actual error message where everything went wrong, as if there was something alive within the files of the game. The text read, "I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I can probably fix this. I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing." When reading this, he screamed out loud, like knowing full well that this was not part of the original programming. The copy must have been possessed by some mysterious, ominous force. It sounds like Grimoire Noir just played a regular version of the game. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, let's answer some of your comments from the video title Scariest Cuphead Creepypastas, Mugman.exe. Remington Duchesne says, "I like Cuphead because of how well drawn the whole place is, and the bosses and literally everything about the game has sort of a beauty to it. And the gameplay is amazing. I love everything about Cuphead. I haven't actually had a chance to play the game, so this review really makes me want to try it now. Thanks, Remington." Michaela says, "Ooh, Chalice.exe, I sense another chapter coming up. Everyone hit up Yeah Man TV to get that third part out. The first two were amazing to listen to, and I'm happy that we could share his story with all of you. If he doesn't, I guess I'll have to write it myself. What other characters from Cuphead do you want to see in a Creepypasta story? Leave me your thoughts down below." Zoomeril says, "Yet again, Johnny Rogers, Cuphead, Creepypasta." Yes, the king of creepypastas is here! Nicholas Baptista says, I bet Top 10 Gaming won't pin this. Well, I don't have the power to pin, but if you're watching, here's your featured comment instead. Joss Kang says, how is this even scary? exe.exe.exe, ooh, scary. You're just really brave, that's all. Some people are actually scared by this story. Not you though. You brave gamer. You probably play Silent Hill with the lights off. And that has been our solo story of the Doki Doki Literature Club creepypasta titled Ominous Force. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, show us some love by tapping that like and subscribe button. Plus, comment down below with your thoughts on this story. And for more videos like this one, all you have to do is click that playlist when it pops up on your screen. From Top 10 Gaming, I'm Johnny Rogers. Until next time, take care.